The Saints rookie minicamp got underway today. Their draft class arrived yesterday. Most of them signed. Somebody didn't. What, honestly, are y'all expecting to see tomorrow?
I'm expecting to see Spencer Rattler throw the hell out of the ball. I mean, that's the one thing that I'm most excited to see. I think we know that he's got a great arm. Just being able to see it in person, I think, is going to be something. The big headline for me, and I don't know how much there is to gather at a rookie camp on this, but it is the first look at how Clint Kubiak is going to conduct a practice. I'm just curious to see, like, is the structure of it different? Like, what do they sound like on the field? Just stuff like that. I think that's going to be at least the first part of the information gathering process, and I think that's going to be kind of interesting.
Yeah, you wrote about this. Everybody needs to check it out on the website, NewOrleans.Football. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribing. But I thought it was interesting what you said about Taliesin Fuaga, which is he's an offensive lineman. You're obviously not going to be able to judge how good he's doing his job, but you can judge how he looks, how he moves, how much what kind of shape he's in, how much confidence he has, his presence. That stuff matters sometimes. You can glean a little bit from that, but only so much. We're not going to see Kool-Aid McKinstry out there because he's coming off that foot surgery. And so then we get to Rattler as their third pick. I mean, not a lot of headliners. Those are the two guys we're all going to be watching. Some tryout guys, not the most fascinating. Got to watch these tryout guys. Jakeem Grant was one that stood out to me. Two-time second-team All-Pro, a Pro Bowler return guy, 6 career return touchdowns. But he's coming off 2 season-ending injuries from the last 2 summers, an Achilles and a knee. Used to play for Darren Rizzi. He's given him a chance to show what he's got. Just an electrifying player, though, when he was in his prime. But a lot of other guys that aren't household names, but they will end up signing 3 or 4 guys. So looking for guys who pop there, I guess.
There's a handful of people that I think are incredibly, well, not incredibly, but stand out above the rest of the list. Shaheem Battle, cornerback, is somebody that was supposed to get drafted. He's somebody that I got circled. Jalen Jones was a former quarterback at Charlotte. He's transitioned to wide receiver. I think he's like 6'3", 200 pounds, and he runs a 4.4. So like the height, weight, speed profile, I think it's something that gives him a decent chance. Broderick Teamer, the New Orleans native from Tulane, was with the Raiders for 4 years. He's back here trying out. I think he's somebody to keep an eye on. Cole Beck was a track star in college and maybe the fastest guy in college football last year. He's going to be at the practice. He's somebody to keep an eye on. So I think there's a handful of people that have a decent little profile or like something that's kind of like, oh, that's interesting about them. You never really know what you're going to see until you get out there. So, it might be the guy from Minnesota Duluth that ends up surprising everybody, or, they got a Texas San Antonio player out there. Like there's always a chance.
They're going to add a new Texas San Antonio player and a new Northern Iowa player in the same.
Maybe it's the Furman fullback. Like there's just always, you never know who it's going to end up being. But there's a handful of guys here that I think are kind of interesting on paper.
I got 2 more names for you that we're going to see for the first time. You got your stopwatch ready? We got punter Matthew Hayball. Although hang time is not his thing. You're gonna have to find a new way to watch punters in practice. Hang time is no longer. The Saints don't care about hang time anymore.
Hang time's out,
and Charlie Smythe, the kicker. And I'm not joking. I'm going to look forward to watching both those guys and see. I mean, look, we weren't paying enough attention to Blake Groupie and Lou Headley maybe heading into the first day of rookie minicamp last year, and they ended up winning the job. So those are 2 guys who have a real chance.
Nick, you had a tweet yesterday. You kind of go through it every year explaining why most second-round picks don't sign. Can you just go deeper into that on why Kool-Aid didn't sign?
Yeah, so like the first round, everything's kind of structured. Everybody's signing. They're getting what they get. Third rounders, they know they aren't getting the things they want, so they just sign, and then everybody, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounders aren't getting anything special. But in the second round, there's always just like a battle over a couple of key points, offset language, level of guarantees, different stuff. And they usually end up signing in order. So it's like 33, 34, 35. And there's a point where at some point an agent is going to fold and he's going to sign, or the player is going to fold because he wants a signing bonus, whoever it is, someone's going to fold and they aren't going to get the things they want. And that means everybody behind them doesn't get the things that they want. So that's just kind of, the second rounders just always take the longest to sign because it's, there's 32 battles happening and it's just a matter of how far down it goes. So if the 17th guy, 18th guy, 19th, so it's just kind of waiting those out, and everybody waits to see what the person in front of them got.
Does it become less of a factor because Kool-Aid was hurt?
No, I mean, he was selected early in the second round. He's probably going to win, but it's just a matter of he was high enough up that I expect he gets everything that he wanted. But it's just a matter of everybody before him signing so that he can make sure he's getting all the same stuff, and they can say, hey, look, like this guy got it, in the spot before, so like why wouldn't you give it to Kool-Aid?
Set a precedent.